Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Oh.
Because I didn't beat her.
Speaking of hard to kill, so last year this time, you know what a difference a year makes, right? Last year you were fighting Deanna Purrazzo in a Texas, death match, and now fast forward a year later, we're talking about the last rodeo. It's career versus title, you versus Jordynne Grace, and Jordynne, somebody much like you, even though her career isn't quite as extensive as yours, has become really synonymous with Impact Wrestling, but women's wrestling in general. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. I understand storyline wise this career versus title, but say if this is Mickie James' last match for now, behind the scenes, how much of this was your input, or was it just a circumstance of the fact she's the champion?
Well, I think that she's held on to that championship parallel to this last rodeo this whole time, and she's had some phenomenal matches. I've in fact went back and watched a lot of them just so I can study her going into this match. But I think that she doesn't want to lose that championship because it's she's a strong champion, and I think she's done a remarkable job of representing that Knockouts World Championship as representing, and that's kind of the truth of it, is when you are champion, you're representing the whole division, and she's done a great job of representing the division while she's been champion, and I'm sure she doesn't want to lose it, and I'm sure she's thinking, like, if she can be the one to retire Mickie James, that's a pretty great notch to put in her belt. The fact Jordynne and I have never faced each other. We've never, that us being tag partners was one of the first times we've even really ever been in the ring together. So, obviously I think, it just kind of worked out. It worked out that way. I was willing to take on whoever the champion was by the time this moment came. And, Jordynne had just beat Masha, and she's watched me on this last rodeo, and she knew that was the end. Like what I really wanted was to work my way up the roster. And I'm grateful that she realized that, or she felt anyway, that I had worked my way through the roster enough and it was time. And, maybe that is due to some of the fact of, we haven't faced each other, and she's defended her championship this whole time while she's watched me do this. And so, I didn't really know who else I could beat or how much more. I mean, there's obviously other women on the roster, very talented women.
Right.
But yeah, it just kind of worked itself out that way. And it is kind of crazy now, fast forward, that was a year ago.
Yeah, already.
We're going into this one, and, that was the Texas Death Match, and it was crazy and a type of match that I'd never been in before. And I feel like come the 13th in Atlanta, it's going to be another crazy match, and one that I've never been in before, because I've seen how hard she hits and I see how she wrestles. And I got to prepare myself, my mind and my body, for that.